our world operates on a set of fundamental principles that has governed life for millennia. Yet, what happens when the very foundations of this understanding are shaken? These are the instances when the sky unleashes forces that defy our expectations, that blur the lines of possibility. We are about to witness a collection of such moments, chaotic and utterly astonishing rules, that our planet is a place of infinite surprise. We will explore the hidden genius within the animal kingdom. This is a spectacle of the planet's most shocking, unpredictable, and awe-inspiring events. What you are about to see will challenge your perceptions. The sky holds a formidable and volatile power. A single, brilliant spear of lightning tears through the darkness. The sand is superheated, fusing into glass-like structures known as fulgurites, the petrified footprints of a storm. A tranquil beach turns into a scene of sudden, unpredictable danger. A strike mid-flight is a humbling experience. When lightning strikes a tree, the water inside is instantly vaporized, expanding with explosive force. The result is catastrophic. We are granted a glimpse into the sheer, untamable energy that our planet's atmosphere can command. It can obliterate a living giant in the blink of an eye. The beauty of these events is undeniable, intertwined with immense power, reminding us of our place within a world governed by forces we can observe, but never truly control. Sometimes, conditions align with terrifying speed. A funnel cloud can descend with breathtaking velocity. What was once a peaceful landscape becomes the stage for nature's destructive phenomena. It can manifest in unexpected places, even within cities. Here, a dust devil can be amplified by urban heat islands. Even the serene quiet of a winter's night can be broken by thundersnow. These events all speak to a fundamental truth about our planet's weather systems: their profound unpredictability. We are consistently humbled by their capacity for sudden dramatic change. Here, in the vast theater of life, the script is not always followed. Consider the octopus, a master of camouflage and escape. Its talents extend far beyond mere survival. It confronts problems with a curiosity that borders on the human. Faced with a sealed jar, it does not retreat. Instead, it learns, it manipulates, revealing a cognitive power that continues to astonish us. Lions are taking to the trees, a behavior once thought exclusive to leopards. The answer lies in adaptation. It is a cool, breezy refuge from the searing midday sun. This is a learned behavior passed from one generation to the next. Here, the lyrebird, a master of mimicry, performs its astonishing vocal repertoire. The lyrebird incorporates our sounds into its courtship display, turning even the noise of our world into a symphony of its own. The ocean remains the most powerful and unpredictable force on our planet. It is a realm of serene beauty and terrifying fury. Out in the open water, a ship can face a monster born of pure physics, a rogue wave, a singular, colossal wall of water that seems to appear from nowhere, capable of overwhelming even the largest of vessels. Along certain coastlines, a truly surreal phenomenon can occur: a reverse waterfall. The wind is so powerful it overcomes the fundamental force of gravity. Deep beneath the surface, an underwater volcano erupts. It is a vision of creation and destruction combined. For those who make their living on the seas, this untamable power is a constant companion. A ship can be reduced to a mere toy in the grip of a perfect storm, a humbling demonstration of our vulnerability, leaving only a profound and primal respect for the immense untamable wilderness that is the world's ocean. The elements of fire and ice are ancient adversaries, forces that seem mutually exclusive. One represents searing heat and consumption, the other, a frozen static stillness. Yet, in the planet's most extreme environments, these opposites can collide in spectacular and bewildering ways. Imagine a landscape cloaked in a thick blanket of winter snow, a world seemingly immune to flame. But deep beneath the snowpack, a wildfire, sparked months earlier in the dry summer, can continue to smolder. Insulated by the snow above, it creeps through the peat and root systems, a hidden fiery serpent hibernating through the cold, only to re-emerge with the spring thaw. This elemental war is waged on an even grander scale where glaciers meet active volcanoes. In places like Iceland, a river of incandescent lava, a molten artery of the earth itself, can flow directly onto a field of ancient ice. The result is a cataclysmic confrontation. The ice does not simply melt, it flash boils into enormous clouds of steam, creating violent explosions as pockets of water are trapped and superheated beneath the encroaching lava. It is a landscape of impossible contrasts, where the creation of new rock happens atop ice thousands of years old, a chaotic primordial scene that reveals the raw geological power that shapes our world. and sometimes the cold wins so suddenly, so completely, that it can freeze motion itself. A waterfall, the very symbol of constant movement and the relentless flow of time, can be stopped in its tracks. During a particularly severe and prolonged cold snap, the descending water can freeze layer by layer. The spray turns to ice in midair, clinging to the rock face, building upon itself until the entire cascade is transformed into a colossal, silent sculpture. It becomes a palace of ice, a glittering monument to the absolute power of frost, with the ghost of the river trapped within its crystalline heart, waiting for the warmth of spring to be released. These are not just curiosities, they are profound illustrations of the planet's dynamic and often violent equilibrium. They show us that the rules we perceive in our temperate lives are merely local bylaws in a world governed by far grander and more powerful forces. Nature does not adhere to our expectations of how fire and ice should behave. In its most extreme modes, it writes its own laws, forging landscapes in a crucible of elemental fury. It is in these moments of shocking contrast that we glimpse the true, untamed character of our planet, a world of beautiful and terrifying extremes. Above our heads, the sky occasionally puts on a performance of breathtaking beauty and rarity. One such spectacle is the circumhorizontal arc, more poetically known as a fire rainbow. For this celestial artistry to occur, the conditions must be perfect. Then, as daylight fades, the blood moon can take its place. This occurs during a total lunar eclipse. And what of the lights that dance? The aurora borealis, the northern lights, are typically confined to the high latitudes. Imagine the skies above a temperate city suddenly shimmering with colors from another world. Beneath our feet, the ground we trust is anything but solid. Colossal tectonic plates grind against one another. When the strain is too great, energy is released in a violent convulsion, an earthquake. In an instant, the familiar world is thrown into chaos. It reshapes the land. On steep hillsides, the tremor can trigger a landslide. An unstoppable torrent of earth swallows everything in its path. The landscape is irrevocably altered. Sometimes the ground simply vanishes, a sinkhole. These terrifying voids can open with shocking speed. The ground collapses into the abyss. The chaos strikes at the very foundation of our perceived reality. They are psychological shocks. We are inhabitants of a violent planet. When its power breaks free, the consequences are immediate and devastating. The world's forests and jungles are ecosystems of staggering complexity, teeming with a diversity of life. Here, nature conducts some of its most mysterious experiments, like the tales of walking trees. These palms shift their position over time in a patient search for light. Another dramatic phenomenon is the insect swarm. Locusts or cicadas can darken the midday sky. The sound is an overwhelming, deafening chorus. They can transform a vibrant landscape into a barren wasteland in hours. Imagine a concentrated downpour soaking a single tree. This sun shower is amplified within the forest's unique microclimate. The forest actively creates its own weather, operating by subtly different rules. These are the secrets the forest holds, challenging our understanding of what is possible. Our planet is a realm of intricate systems and predictable cycles, a world governed by laws we have come to understand. Yet there are moments when the rule book is cast aside, and the natural world presents us with phenomena so baffling they challenge our comprehension. These are not merely curiosities, they are profound mysteries that remind us of the vastness of our own ignorance. From the heavens above to the deepest ocean trenches, nature occasionally performs acts that defy simple explanation, leaving scientists and observers in profound wonder, questioning the foundations of what we believe to be true. Consider the astonishing reports, documented across centuries, of it raining not water but living creatures. In small towns from Honduras to Australia, the skies have suddenly opened, delivering a deluge of fish, frogs, or even spiders, falling upon bewildered residents below. The leading theory involves powerful waterspouts lifting animals from water and depositing them miles away. But the sheer specificity, often raining one species perfectly healthy and alive, leaves a sense of the inexplicable, a puzzle with missing pieces. Then there are the sounds, strange, unsettling noises that emanate from the sky itself. Known as sky trumpets or the hum, these acoustic phenomena have been recorded globally, from the Arctic to European cities. They are not thunder or aircraft noise. Instead, they are deep, resonant, and metallic, as if the atmosphere were groaning under unseen strain. Their origin remains one of acoustic's greatest mysteries, a global symphony by an invisible orchestra. And what of the creatures driven by ancient instincts? Suddenly their compasses seem to spin wildly. Great migrations veer off course. Whales beach themselves, birds fly in bewildering patterns, and animals abandon their ancestral territories. From the crushing abyss, creatures never meant for sunlight like the colossal oarfish are found in the shallows. Are these harbingers of geological shifts, or responses to signals beyond our perception? In these moments of anomaly, nature reminds us it holds its deepest secrets close. For all its destructive power, for all the chaos it can unleash, the most profound and enduring force in the natural world is not destruction, but resilience. It is a quiet, patient, and indomitable power. After the fury of a wildfire has consumed a forest, leaving behind a monochrome landscape of ash and charcoal, one might assume that all is lost, but this apparent end is, in fact, a beginning. The fire has cleared the way for new life, enriching the soil with nutrients. And soon, sometimes within mere days, the first green shoots emerge, pushing through the blackened earth with an unstoppable declaration of renewal. This extraordinary capacity for recovery is a testament to the intricate web of life that connects every ecosystem. On the ocean floor, where rising temperatures have bleached vibrant coral reefs, turning them into ghostly white graveyards, a slow but miraculous healing can occur. If conditions improve, the tiny polyps that build these magnificent underwater cities can welcome back their symbiotic algae. Color slowly returns, and with it, the kaleidoscopic diversity of fish and invertebrates that depend on the reef for their survival. It is a fragile, painstaking process, a quiet victory for life in the face of overwhelming odds. We see this resilience, too, in the return of species once pushed to the very brink of extinction. Animals that had vanished from their native lands for generations are making a comeback, often with a helping hand from dedicated conservationists. The majestic bison once again thunders across the American plains. The haunting cry of the wolf is heard again in the forests of Europe. The great whales, hunted almost to oblivion, are slowly repopulating our oceans. Each new calf, each fledgling, each cub born into a recovering population is a symbol of hope, a powerful reminder that it is not too late. Perhaps the most dramatic illustration of nature's ability to rebound was witnessed during the recent global lockdowns. As human activity paused, the planet seemed to take a collective breath. The skies over sprawling megacities cleared, revealing horizons unseen for decades. Rivers ran cleaner, the air grew fresher, and animals ventured into the quietened urban spaces, reclaiming, if only for a moment, what was once theirs. It was an astonishing, unplanned experiment that demonstrated with startling clarity just how quickly nature can begin to heal itself, if only we give it the chance. This is nature's ultimate rule: life endures. From the fury of a lightning strike that splits the sky, to the quiet miracle of a forest reborn from ash, we have witnessed the earth in all its terrifying and magnificent glory. We have seen the rules of physics, biology, and meteorology bent, broken, and rewritten before our very eyes. These moments are more than just shocking spectacles, they are profound lessons. They teach us about the immense, untamable power that shapes our world, a power that commands both our deepest respect and our unending curiosity. The planet is a dynamic living entity, constantly surprising us with its complexity and its capacity for the unexpected. The story of our world is not a static one, written in stone. It is a fluid narrative, constantly unfolding, with new chapters being written every single day by forces beyond our control and at times beyond our understanding. The dance between order and chaos, predictability and anomaly, is what makes our planet so endlessly fascinating. Every strange sound from the sky, every animal that defies its instincts, every landscape that recovers from devastation, adds another layer to this epic tale. It is a story of power, of mystery, and ultimately, of breathtaking resilience. We are privileged to be observers of this grand planetary theater, witnesses to the moments when nature reveals its most astonishing secrets. These events challenge us to look closer, to question our assumptions, and to appreciate the delicate balance upon which our own existence depends. They remind us that there is always more to learn, always another mystery waiting to be uncovered just over the horizon, in the depths of the sea, or in our very own backyards. The world is full of wonders, waiting for those who are willing to look. When nature breaks the rules, it rewrites the story of life itself. It shows us that the world is more complex, more mysterious, and more miraculous than we could ever imagine. The next great anomaly, the next inexplicable event, is not a question of if, but when. And we will be here to explore it with you. Subscribe to Eyes On, and never miss nature's next surprise. The story is far from over, and the most incredible chapter may be just about to begin. As we witness these extraordinary displays, it's worth pausing to consider the sheer scale and complexity that underpins them. The world we perceive is just a thin veneer over a reality of staggering numbers and intricate processes. Every single day the Earth is struck by lightning approximately 100 times. The tornadic winds can effortlessly reshape a landscape, with the most formidable generating wind speeds exceeding 300 miles per hour. The octopus, a master of disguise, possesses not one, but 9 brains, allowing for a level of multitasking that's almost beyond our comprehension. Understanding these details deepens our appreciation for the sheer, breathtaking complexity of the planet we call home. Underpinning every visual spectacle is an unseen but profoundly influential force: sound. The auditory landscape of our planet is as varied and as powerful as its visual one. For the moments of high drama, the soundscape must reflect the primal fear and suspense that such events command. This music isn't merely an accompaniment, it's an emotional guide. Then, as the fury subsides and a different kind of power emerges, the music must transform. This duality of sound, from the suspenseful to the serene, is the auditory heartbeat of our planet's story. Music allows us to feel the awesome power of nature, translating the raw energy of the planet into a language our souls can understand. We have journeyed through fire and ice, witnessed the sky bleed and the oceans rage. We've seen the world bend its own laws, presenting us with spectacles that defy explanation and challenge our understanding of the possible. From the impossible intelligence of an octopus to the terrifying instantaneous birth of a storm, these moments serve as a powerful and humbling reminder. They show us that the story of our planet is not a static text, written in stone and bound by rigid rules. It's a living, breathing, and constantly evolving narrative, and we're merely fortunate enough to be present for a few of its most dramatic chapters. The Earth does not operate on a predictable schedule. It's a system of immense complexity, where a delicate balance can be tipped by the smallest of changes, resulting in the most profound and unexpected consequences. The regrowing forest and the returning whale are as much a part of this story as the exploding tree and the collapsing cliff. They're all expressions of a dynamic planet, one that's constantly adapting, recovering, and surprising us. These events are not aberrations, they're the very essence of nature's character. Unpredictable, untamable, and endlessly creative in its expression of power and resilience. When nature breaks the rules, it rewrites the story of life. It reveals new possibilities, new challenges, and new wonders that we are only just beginning to comprehend. The world is far more mysterious and magnificent than we can ever fully grasp, and its capacity for surprise is, honestly, infinite. Every sunrise brings with it the potential for a new unwritten chapter, a phenomenon never before witnessed, a behavior never before observed. It's a continuous, unfolding epic, and the greatest stories are yet to be told, waiting just over the horizon, in the depths of the sea, or in the skies above. The invitation, then, is to remain curious, to keep watching, and to stay connected to the grand, unpredictable theater of the natural world. For the story is far from over, and the planet will continue to reveal its secrets to those who are patient and observant enough to witness them. We must continue to explore, to learn, and to stand in awe of the forces that shape our existence. Subscribe to never miss nature's next surprise, and join us as we continue to document the incredible, ongoing story of life on Earth, a story of which we are all a part.